Chances are, if you have a kid or a grandchild, they play video games. I have a little girl hooked on Minecraft.
Minecraft, playing all the time?
All the time.
You know, I have two girls, neither of them actually do the video game thing, but they have tons of friends who do, so definitely get it. A 2023 report published by the National Institutes of Health found more than 90% of children older than 2 play video games, and 3/4 of households own a console. For most young players, video games are a fun way to connect with friends or enjoy a challenge.
Unfortunately for others, a video game hobby can escalate into an addictive disorder which can take over their lives. We show you the signs of video game addiction and the steps you can take to keep your child from playing too much.
3, 2, 1, go!
From Xboxes to Switches and PlayStations.
She does want to play it all the time.
More children and teens are turning on and leveling up. But the time kids spend building that skill has some parents questioning how much is too much.
They have no sense of reality.
Sarah and Matt are concerned about excessive video game play and want to ensure their kids' fun doesn't turn into an addiction. And while medical experts say anyone can develop a video game addiction, certain age groups are more at risk. Research from 2024 shows a majority of addicted gamers are adolescents and young adults between 18 to 34 years old, but nearly 9% of children under the age of 18 may be addicted. And video game addiction has become so common that in 2018, the World Health Organization recognized gaming disorder as a mental health issue.
It is indeed a significant public health issue.
Eddie Luker is a licensed clinical therapist with the Mayo Clinic Health System. He says screen time can be engaging for people of all ages. This is because the brain processes and reacts to the sensory input as if it were happening to them and releases dopamine, which is a neurotransmitter that gives the players a feeling of pleasure or satisfaction. In other words, when a person overdoses on screen time,
That pleasure reward center of the brain just getting tickled a little too much.
and even before someone becomes addicted, Luker's research shows too much time in front of a screen can be linked to poor sleep, loss of social skills, depression, eye strain, and neck and back problems. It's also linked to obesity because of increased food intake while playing.
They're staying inside and watching their screens. They're not moving. And then all the health issues that come along with that, diabetes, high blood pressure, that's happening in younger children.
To prevent addiction, pediatric psychiatrist Dr. Preeti Sandhu tells patients to establish video game boundaries and recommends establishing that video games should be a reward for good behavior, like doing chores or studying.
If our kids are asking for independence, especially our teens, we got to kind of show them how to actually earn that.
But ground rules are important too. She suggests following the American Academy of Pediatrics non-educational screen time guidelines. No more than an hour per day for children between 2 and 5, and curb older kids to an absolute max of 2 hours per day. And Luker encourages parents to join in if the game is interactive.
Don't just let them sit and game in an isolated environment where there's no interaction going on, because children learn language by interacting with adults, not by watching something on a screen.
Back in the living room, expert advice is put into play. Sarah insists her daughter enjoys a balanced schedule.
Creative things, educational things that don't involve the television.
And Matt installed technology, which turns off all tech devices at 9 p.m. sharp. Matt's son, Cameron, admits that even though he doesn't like restrictions, they're probably for the best.
The structure now is good, and I would like to keep that.
You can find more solutions to help cut back screen time on the American Academy of Pediatrics website. Just go to apa.org and search screen time.